Hi, welcome. My name is Jo. This is a 5-minute video series designed for those of you who spend a lot of time sitting in chairs and are starting to experiencing some tightness in your hips, low back, and maybe even some shooting pains down your legs. So one thing you can do as you sit in your chair is to just take yourself to the edge of the chair so your knees are over your ankles, and draw your navel in and up and take your shoulders back. And even just sitting here for a few breaths will already begin to change things for you a little bit. If you can remember to do this regularly, you'll notice the effects. Other than that, it's super important to spend some time sitting on the floor, so that's where we're going. So when you come to sit down on the floor, if you are very tight and notice maybe this is how your sit looks, then you can help yourself by just lifting your hips up onto some folded blankets or some pillows, and just keep adding height as much as you need until your knees drop below your hips. And then here again, we're going to draw the navel in and up, take the shoulder blades onto the back, and you're going to stay here for as long as you can. And this is something to start practicing every day. Just get off the couch and onto the floor, and you will notice improvements within a few short weeks if you can do this every day. So this is a 5-minute video series. I'm going to move through all the postures I have planned for you quite quickly. I'm going to demo them only on one side. So I strongly encourage you to see how the posture looks, push pause, and then spend some time on each side of the posture and stay there for at least 5 breaths if you can, and even longer if you're enjoying it. So our first posture is called dead pigeon. Not a very yoganic term, but it's kind of funny. So we're going to come to lie on my back. If when you come to lie on your back, you notice your head is really hanging back there, then you're just going to place one of your little blankets underneath your head until you feel more comfortable. I'm going to walk my feet together so they're touching, and then I'm just going to take my left ankle across my right knee and stay here for a few breaths. And then after a few breaths, you'll move to the full pose, which is to lift the leg up. I'm flexing my right foot, flexing my left foot. I'll take my hands behind the right thigh, and this is the pose. So you'll stay here for a few breaths. If you can't interlace your fingers behind your thigh, just grab a scarf, a strap, a man's tie works well, and you can do that. Okay, after a few breaths, you'll release and change legs. Okay, good. So our next posture is called Supta Padangusthasana, and that's just one leg lifted. This is a really, really helpful exercise to do to just open up the hips and the legs and the hamstrings and all that good stuff. So I'm going to use my couch here. You can use your couch at home. You're just going to come and nestle in nice and tight to the couch. So you'll have one leg alongside of the couch, and the other leg is going to be lifted straight up. And again, here, if you need a little something under your head, you just place your blanket there. And then I'm going to have one leg lifted up. Both of my feet are flexed and engaged. My leg muscles are engaged. I'm going to actually press my right thigh into the couch, and my left thigh is pressing down towards the floor. If your left thigh is really lifted here, it's just very tight. You can even take a blanket and just put it underneath here and then press into it. So here you want to stay for at least maybe 10 breaths before switching sides. And you will notice a difference immediately after doing one side. Okay, from there, I'm going to come to lie on my back again. Again, if I need a little support under my head, just take my little blanket. Okay, and this is a bent leg twist, and we're on the floor, so everything can kind of relax down, and it just kind of takes the pressure off from doing postures when we're standing, and just let everything go. So I'm going to widen my feet apart so they're mat distance apart, so outer hip distance. I'm going to drop both knees over to the left, and this might be where you stay. Okay, so you'll stay here for a few breaths. Already I feel a nice opening here, right in the top of the right hip. So once you've been here for a few breaths, if you want to increase the stretch, you'll take your left foot, place it on top of the right knee. I have my hands on my belly. It's kind of nice just to feel my breath. You can also open your arms out to the sides, palms up, and just relax into it. So let gravity pull you down and do the work. And after at least 5 breaths, longer if you wish, you'll release that foot, lift up, and do the second side. And after you've done both sides, a super important part of any yoga practice is Shavasana. And that's the rest we take at the end. That just lets your body integrate everything that you've opened, all those little changes we've made in this very short practice. So your legs go out to the side, feet flop out, arms come down a little bit away from the body, palms face up. Just close your eyes and let yourself rest here for at least 5 minutes. If you can do this for 20, it's even better. So I'll leave you here. Thank you so much, yogis. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, joe@itsjustyoga.com. Namaste. Happy yoga.